Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed regarding the meaning of planning, features of planning, and importance of planning. Now we have to discuss the limitation of planning and steps of planning or process of planning. The limitation of planning are as follows. Number one, planning leads to rigidity. Planning leads to rigidity in organizational functioning. This is true because when plan is prepared through planning process, it works as a benchmark for everyone in the organization. Any deviation from this considered undesirable even through this benchmark may be unworkable. As we have discussed already, every workers are working just like a machine, or the decision taken by the top level management. So as for the decision by the management, the workers are working. It should not be deviate from its path. That is why planning is very rigid. Number two, planning may not work in environmental. Planning may not work in dynamic environment. Dynamic environment means easily adapted with the new situation of the business environment. Planning works well when business environment remains stable or change on a predicted line. In many cases, this does not happen. There may be many surprising changes. Such changes may be in government politics, technological breakthrough, disproportionate increase in output costs, and so on. For example, in the present situation, no one expected regarding about the coronavirus. And all the business units may not possible to adjust very easily with the new situations. That is why the business units have suffered a huge loss. Then it reduces creativity. Creativity means finding out the new way for doing the job in the best way. But in case of planning, that is not possible. It kills the creativity. Why it is kills the creativity? Because all the workers are working just like a machine. There is no sufficient chance given to the employees to think about the new or innovative ideas or new thoughts. Every workers are working as per the decision taken by the top level management. That is why there is no chance of finding out the new way for doing the new job in the best way. That is why planning kills creativity. Then planning involves huge costs. For making an effective plan, it's required collection of information from the primary section and secondary section, and we also appointed a number of expert persons to prepare an effective plan. For that, we have need huge resources for preparing a good plan. That is why some small business units or medium business units are not sufficient funds to meet the planning expenses. That is why they are unable to prepare the effective plan. It is only applicable in case of large organizations which are very financially sound. Then planning does not give guarantee of success. No doubt, planning provides different direction for action which brings success, but it does not provide guarantee for success. There are two reasons for this. First, there may be a faulty plan. This happens when the present plan is based on the past plan, which was successful, but the situation for the new plan has changed. And secondly, even if a plan is good, it brings desired result only when it is properly implemented. In many situations, this is not done because of lack of suitable implementation process. Then we have to discuss the steps of planning or process of planning. The process of plannings are as follows. Number 1, setting objectives. Number 2, establishing planning premises. Then 3, identifying alternative courses of actions. Number 4, evaluating alternatives and selecting and alternatives. Number 5, plan implementation. And number 6, follow up the plan. Now we have to discuss one by one the steps of planning. Number 1, setting objectives. As we have already discussed, every organization has certain objectives. We have to prepare the plan as per achieving the cherished objective of the organization. Otherwise, our planning is useless or worthless. Second, establishing planning premises. Planning premises means taking logical assumptions for making a good plan, or taking logical assumptions for making a effective plan. After setting objective, the next step is establishing planning premises. Planning premises are assumptions about future environmental scenario and organizational resources. Their assumptions are the base material upon which plans are formulated. That means, being you are prepare a plan for the future, so logical assumptions is very much essential for making an effective plan. Then identifying alternative courses of action. Alternative courses of action means number of options are available in the hand of the management, or number of alternatives available in the hand of the business. For example, you require plant and machinery. Number of companies are producing same plant and machinery, and the cost is differ from company to company. So we have to analyze the merits and demerits of all the things, and then you have to decide for purchasing the plant and machineries and equipments from the market. Then evaluation of alternative courses and selecting an alternative. Evaluation of alternative courses action, evaluating of planning or evaluation of alternative courses of action means you have many options in our hand, we have to decide one out of them. Whenever you have decided, we have to think about the cost benefit method. What is the cost of the method and what are the expected benefit we are derived from the things. The benefit must be more than the cost, otherwise the alternative courses action be cancelled if cost is more than the benefit. Then plan implementation. When a plan is selected, it is implemented, that is, it is put into action. For implementation, a plan, various actions plans are prepared to make arrangement for required resources. For example, for implementing a plan for opening a new factory, action plans for acquiring financial resources, human resources, physical facilities, and others are also prepared. Then follow up the plan. When the plans is put into action, follow-up action is required to see whether plans are being implemented and activities are being performed according to schedule or not. Monitoring of implementation of plan is quite important for ensuring that the stated objectives are achieved. In the present situation, steps of planning is also very essential for all of you, being you are going to appear in the board examination. There is no direct contact, that is online classes are conducted by the management. So we have to follow also the steps of planning. Then you can easily achieve your objective very quickly. Otherwise, it is very difficult to achieve your goal. This is about today, and next period we have to discuss the types of planning. Thank you. Have a nice day.